Hey guys, Mitch from Physio Panania. I'm here in Padstow. Just finished one of my runs for the week, and I thought I would just go through and describe what I did today in my training session, in the run, how the program and stuff's going, and just touch base on something I talked about last time. So the last live video I was talking about how you should be including some strength training into your running training to try and get the most out of your performance as well as reducing injury. So if you haven't checked that video out, go have a look at it. But today I just wanted to talk about how I just did some general strength training, wasn't even anything running specific, and how I feel like it's really complementing the running training that I'm doing. So if you're not aware, doing the City to Surf this year, as a lot of the iMove guys are. So if you're aware of any of them that are doing it, make sure you keep on their case about their training. And yeah, so did a quick 5k this morning. Wasn't the best run, but I definitely came out with a win, simply because I did some strength training beforehand. So what I actually did is I went to the gym and we did some high volume squats, just barbell back squats. Went relatively heavy, high volume. We're doing heavy singles at about 90% of my absolute 1 RM, and then 2 sets of 7, which I was feeling pretty good, so I changed them into sets of 10 at 75%. So pretty heavy loads. Posterior chain was really fired after that. My hamstrings and glutes were fried. I sat down for about 10, 15, 20 minutes, had a shake, had a drink, just wound down after it, and then I went for my run. So the run that I did is actually through Padstow. It's quite a challenging run. There's quite a lot of hills, especially straight at the start. There's a really big steep incline. And the reason we're doing this, and the reason why I've been doing this with my running training, is simply because I wanted to attempt running some hills and running that 5-6 Ks on some tired and fatigued legs. So the squats really fried my hamstrings, my glutes, my posterior chain, my core. It really challenged everything, those 2 sets of 10 especially. And then 10-15 minutes isn't a lot of time to wind down from that. So went for a run afterwards, and it made that hill a lot more challenging than if I was to do it fresh. And that's to sort of simulate what the City to Surf's going to be like. So if you've never done the City to Surf, it's a 6.5k block, and then you hit Heartbreak Hill, which is about 1.5 kilometers of just incline, and then the last 6.5 k's coming from Heartbreak Hill into Bondi is just undulating. It's just up and down, and then there's a steep decline on the way down. Being able to hit that Heartbreak Hill after running 6 k's and then still have enough in your legs and your lungs to finish that last 6.5k block, it's definitely something you should train for, and a good way to do it, rather than just running the 14 kilometers and trying to do some hill runs here and there. Do something that's going to fatigue your legs, get your legs quite tired, some lunges, some squats, some calf raises, all that sort of stuff. Give yourself a little bit of a break, then go for a short 4, 5, 6k run, and hit some hills or hit some up and down terrain after that. Now, that's really going to help simulate what you're going to feel like, and it can also help highlight what you're going to need to work on to get to that finish line after that Heartbreak Hill, because that's something I've always struggled with on that run, is not necessarily the first 6 k's or the hill itself. It was the 6 k's afterwards that no one talks about that is really challenging. So I would definitely recommend doing some running specific strength training. So this can be something as simple as calf raises or creeper exercises, or even just some foot intrinsic exercises, that awesome big toe stretch that Bridge was showing to help make sure your toes are nice and free and moving, because they're the foundation of your feet. And then really making sure that you're running on tired legs. Give it a go, but make sure you're listening to your body. Like, I ran the 5Ks and my body felt good, the legs were a little bit tired, but other than that, it was a really good run. It's really highlighted to me that I need to do a little bit more cardio. The cardio is just not there when the legs are struggling. And I also need to keep doing the strength training that I'm doing and start practicing the 6K. Hey Ivana, how you going? But yeah, so I would really recommend just doing some general strength training. It doesn't have to be anything super running specific into your program. If you're running anything shorter than a half marathon, you can really get some good improvements from just doing 3-4 runs a week max, and spending the other days that you're not training doing some strength training, doing some squats, lunges, glute ham raises, hip thrusts, calf raises, creepers, foot intrinsics, all that sort of general stuff, and then doing some just foot real running specific exercises. So that's where it's really handy for you to have someone look at you, or even just analyze at the end of the run what's sore, what's tired, what feels like it's not coping. Usually for me it's my calves. Usually my calves and quads get a bit sore on a hill, but I think with all the high volume squats I've been doing lately, the quads are starting to come good, and the calf raises and but yeah, so try, especially if you're just starting off running, try just limiting yourself to a couple of runs a week, 3 or 4 runs, and mix and match when you do your strength training. I would say if you're doing a shorter, faster run, maybe try doing some strength training beforehand, give those legs a little bit of fatigue, but it also all depends on what your training goals are. So if you want some more accurate guidance and some real help with this, either contact your local running coach or coming into iMove, and we can really sit down and talk with you. Some of my running patients that I have, our consult sometimes is just 40 minutes of going over of what they can do outside of running to improve their runs, and what they can do on their runs to get the best out of them. So make sure you know what you're training for, and go get some help, get someone to help you out and really give you some really good advice on how to get the most out of your running without having to absolutely punish yourself by running 5, 6, 7 times a week, because running too much can lead to some overuse injuries, especially if you're new to it. So slowly build up your load, slowly build up your volume, and I think integrating a general as well as a running specific strength program it's benefits. It's helping me so much, so I just thought I'd share that with you guys. But yeah, other than that, I'm glad the weather's actually really cleared up this weekend. These last couple of days I wasn't too sure if I was going to be able to get out for a run. If you've got any questions on any exercises that you think that you want an idea for, if you've got particular muscles that you want exercises for, put them in the comments and we'll answer them, or contact us directly, or come on down to one of the clinics and we'll help you out. All right, have a great day, guys.